Hello folks, or should I say Guten Tag? Do you have your eye on a trip to Vienna? Well, no wonder you do. It's a fabulous city, and I'm happy you've chosen me as your guide. So let's get into it, because everybody knows that Vienna, the city of Mozart and suspiciously large pastries, is essentially a giant, elegant theme park for retired squirrels and classical music enthusiasts. Everybody knows there's a zoo tucked in the back garden of a ludicrously large palace, so ancient it probably has dinosaurs on its original guest list. Or that Vienna's coffeehouse culture is a legally protected form of institutionalized loafing, where chilling for 8 hours is basically obligatory. Everybody knows this grand imperial metropolis secretly moonlights as a winemaker, with actual vineyards within city limits and cozy Heuriger pouring the evidence. These are just entry-level facts you probably learned right after tying your shoes. The foundational pillars of Viennese identity. Wait, what? No? You did not know? Well, now you know. So let's dive into the first of our mind-bending wonders, which, you guessed it, involves a palace so extra it needed its own menagerie. Welcome to Schönbrunn Palace, proof that having endless money can lead to some pretty wild choices. This isn't just a palace, it's a 1,441-room announcement that being humble is for regular folks. The Habsburgs called this their summer home and still somehow thought, a bit small. It's so fancy, you half expect the cherubs to be wearing tiny gold watches. They needed a garden so huge, you could get lost for 3 days with only a fancy wig for company. Deep inside, they built the world's oldest still operating zoo, founded in 1752, older than many countries' rules and institutions. Emperor Francis I strolling the backyard. You know what this place needs? A kangaroo, and a polar bear by the roses. Oh, you have a garage for 3 cars? That's cute. I have an elephant. It's a fairy tale and a warning. Give one family too much power in land, and they'll collect exotic animals to match the curtains. Schönbrunn. Imperial excess rendered in yellow with a side of pandas. Most cities have a ring road of concrete misery. Vienna, a majestic circular catwalk for its most glamorous buildings, Parliament, City Hall, the State Opera, top museums, lined up like contestants in the world's most overqualified beauty pageant. In 1857, Emperor Franz Joseph I ditched the city walls for this grand boulevard, the ultimate urban glow-up. Riding it feels like a guided tour through Western architecture, monocle strongly implied, and you navigate this carousel of culture on trams. Majestic crimson chariots that glide, not rattle. Riding the one or two is a slow, comfortable time machine past palaces and pomp. 1 minute royalty, the next a sausage, and somehow it all feels perfectly civilized. Transportation as performance art. Vienna's daily commute? Honestly, brilliant. From A to B, and from wow to good heavens. In most cities, coffee is a pit stop. In Vienna, it's a UNESCO-certified art of procrastination. Order 1 coffee, a melange, and you earn squatter's rights for the afternoon. Hours drift by. The waiters, veteran diplomats of indifference, glide in silence. Read. Stare. Think big thoughts. Or none at all. Both are acceptable. The cake is not optional. Ordering Sacher Torte is strategic idleness. Porcelain clinks and broadsheet sighs, the soundtrack of elegant nothing. A waiting room for a parallel dimension of retired professors and brooding writers. The city's greatest trick, convincing everyone that doing nothing is culturally significant. And they're right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must stare at a strudel for 3 hours. For culture. This is the Hundertwasserhaus. Architecture after a heroic dose of whimsy. It's a manifesto against the tyranny of the straight line. Even the floors gently roll. Nature peeks out of windows as if reclaiming the building, one branch at a time. Hundertwasser believed the right to a window was your third skin. Paint everything you can touch. Not housing as backdrop, housing that demands your attention. Columns like Play-Doh daydreams, a technicolor mood swing of pure glee. And people live here, municipal apartments that dare to have a personality, a tourist magnet that proves buildings can be weird, wonderful, and deeply human. It looks ready to tell you a very long, confusing, ultimately charming story. Vienna in December flips a switch and turns into a snow globe of lights and spice. Rathausplatz is the headliner, a glowing village of stalls beneath a Gothic crown. Glühwein and punch steam from cheerful mugs. You sip, thaw, and consider caroling. Maroni roast, sausages hiss, gingerbread winks. A tiny symphony performed by snacks. Beyond the big one, Schönbrunn adds imperial sparkle. Spittelberg squeezes artisan charm into cozy lanes. Handmade ornaments, wooden toys, beeswax candles. Gifts, not mass-produced by bored robots. Etiquette. Bring cash and mind the mug deposit. Return it, or start a festive collection. Families amble past choirs and carousels. Somewhere skates carve little love notes on the ice. Cold noses, warm hands, and pocket lighters. And yes, you needed another ornament. Onward. Our next stop is a cemetery, the Zentralfriedhof. And no, it's not morbid, it's magnificent. It's so enormous it has its own bus line, practical, deeply unsettling, less a graveyard, more a leafy suburb for the permanently quiet. But the main event, the tenant list, Beethoven, Brahms, Schubert, a dynasty of Strausses, a music festival where all the headliners have been dead for a century, a culturally enriching, slightly spooky walk among absurd concentrations of genius. Imagine the ghostly conversations, Beethoven furious, Schubert dramatic, Strauss waltzing, beautiful, intellectual, tinged with existential dread, and yes, stellar TripAdvisor reviews. You'll leave cultured, spooked, and weirdly satisfied. So fun. The Vienna State Opera, magnificent, intimidating, faintly scented of money and mothballs, where soaring arias on stage meet a full-contact social sport in the boxes, season ticket legends judging candy wrapper crinkles, tourists in hiking boots questioning life choices, 10-euro heroes enduring 4 hours of Wagner on their feet, an Olympic event, scandals, a dropped program, a treacherous phone buzz, daggers launched by eyes. Applause has levels, from polite acknowledgement to foot-stomping bison discovering Verdi. The pinnacle of artistic expression meets the pinnacle of social anxiety. Go for the opera, stay for the people watching. It's priceless. A century-old ritual of judgment, breath-holding, and rapture. Absolutely glorious. Time to engage with something fundamental. Food. Naschmarkt is a mile-long corridor of chaos and calories. One moment a mountain of saffron, the next a fishmonger wrestling an octopus with regrets. A glorious multicultural bazaar chanting, "Try this, my friend. Very good price, just for you." Arrive curious or leave with 3 kilos of olives in confusion. You came for bread, you leave with saffron, pumpkin seed oil, and a pickle obsession. The air, a delicious treaty between sausage smoke, curry spices, and baklava syrup. Antique lamp, vintage postcard, and a falafel within 10 feet. Go hungry, point boldly, hope for the best, and always befriend the vendor. Naschmarkt is Vienna letting its hair down. Just watch the seagulls, they're ruthless. Think you know Vienna? Surprise, vineyards inside the city, golden hillsides staring at the skyline, over 700 hectares within the limits, urban terroir wrapping the capital in green. After work, you skip the subway, wander uphill, and sip the view while the city glows below. A Heuriger is a tavern at a winemaker's home, pouring their own young wine, often Gemishtersatz, wine made from a variety of grapes. No sommelier drama, you point, they pour, you drink. Blissfully simple. Order a Bretteljaus, cold cuts, cheeses, lip tower, pickles, and warm bread that disappears fast. Look for the pine branch, ausgesteckt, the sign they're open. Seasonal hours, families run shady courtyards. Etiquette, bring cash, share tables, keep it quiet after dark, and reserve on weekends. Public transport gets you to Grinzing or Neustift. Golden hour, glasses up, city twinkling, unpretentious, local, perfect. On your next visit, try a Heuriger, and thank me later. From hillside sips to towering views. Welcome to Prater, where the evening stretches out like a waltz in slow motion. The Wiener Riesenrad, an 1897 icon, part landmark, part film star, all atmosphere. Up close, those vintage wooden cabins creak like polite whispers. You step in, and the city hushes to listen. Gears glide, lamps glow, and the whole wheel moves with the confidence of something that's seen it all and kept on turning. Silhouettes float past glass. Couples, daydreamers, the brave and the very brave. The skyline unrolling like a postcard. Down below, arcades and old-time charm, a glow of bulbs and laughter drifting up like warm air. Height of romance moment, or a very fancy fear of heights test. You decide. Either way, the view does the talking. It turns slowly, reminding you there's no need to rush in a city that already moves to its own elegant tempo. This grand circle has weathered eras and fashions. Still, it lifts you the same. Steady, generous, a little cinematic. So sit back, enjoy the view, and hold on to your popcorn. Your black and white thriller just became a warm, sparkling night. So, there you have it. Vienna. Imperial grandeur, caffeinated contemplation, and a suspicious number of vineyards. I hope you found this overview useful and that it helps you have a wonderful, slightly weird stay in this magnificent city. Travel shouldn't be box-ticking. It's about collecting stories you can't wait to tell. If you're planning to visit other countries, check out my other videos, or tell me where to go next. Bizarre Spanish festivals, futuristic Japanese toilets, surprisingly aggressive London squirrels? Name it. Drop suggestions in the comments. This is a two-way street, and I'm all ears. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must sit in a cafe for 6 hours, read one newspaper and judge passers-by. Thank you for watching. If you're booking a flight, excellent choice. But don't forget to check out my video on Austria too to learn what's behind the Vienna city walls. You will love it. Goodbye, and service from Vienna.